Ride till I can't no more.
I got the horses in the bag. Horse stock is a tag.
Hi everyone, and welcome to Protocol 36. Today's video will be talking about a video which was recorded in the set of Spider-Man 3. And in that video, it includes interesting things, for example, the public's view of both Mysterio and Spider-Man after the events of Spider-Man Far From Home. Now, the video also includes other stuff inside the MCU, for example, missing posters and articles on people who were missing during the snap after Infinity War, which we got to see a lot of that in Avengers Endgame, and clearly shows that even after everyone came back, people still haven't taken those down. But in this video, we'll be mostly focusing on posters and art talking about Spider-Man and Mysterio. Now, starting with Mysterio, we see a lot of posters which have pictures of Mysterio both out the helmet and in the helmet, written "I believe," pretty much suggesting that whatever lies Mysterio told in the video and the Bugle reported, people believe them, which obviously goes back to his line at the end of Far From Home when he tells Peter in his dying breath that people need to believe, and nowadays they believe in anything. And he ended up being right, and I wouldn't be surprised if the Bugle continues to hammer home the fact that Mysterio was indeed right and trying their very best to make sure that Peter Parker is the villain and needs to be charged and locked up. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Daily Bugle is leading some kind of campaign where they 100% believe in Mysterio and talking to the people of New York, asking for their opinions on the whole thing. I think that would be very interesting and pretty cool to see everyone's perspective on the whole thing, especially Peter Parker's classmates. Probably some of them believe Mysterio and the fact that Peter Parker is Spider-Man and has actually murdered Mysterio, and possibly being asked on their opinion, and this could possibly create interesting drama in the film. On the other hand, we also have posters and leaflets of people defending Spider-Man and possibly even believing that he's a hero and not believing any lies Mysterio told, written "Citizen to defend Spidey." It's good to see that there are other people in New York who believes that Spider-Man is in fact innocent, possibly don't even believe the fact that Spider-Man is a 16-year-old kid from Queens, and just believes that Spider-Man is just a guy who's trying to help out, looking out for the neighborhood. And I wouldn't be surprised if the fact that the Daily Bugle is somehow undermining them or looking down upon them on the fact that they're just taking the word of a criminal. So just like in any classic Spider-Man story, New York in the MCU will have a divided point of view on Spider-Man and whether or not he is Peter Parker and the fact that he killed Mysterio. I also wouldn't be surprised if people are defending Spider-Man just because of the fact that he's a 16-year-old kid. Would probably alarm some people thinking that this kid wouldn't be able to do what he does, and probably think that the video the Daily Bugle reported was indeed fake. I'm really looking forward to what Flash Thompson has to say about the whole thing, since he has not only looked down on Peter Parker during the high school days, but also is a massive Spider-Man fan, and in the MCU that's no different. But if I had to guess what his point of view was, I think that just like in the comics when Peter Parker revealed himself, he would probably think that Peter Parker isn't Spider-Man, since I don't think he would believe the fact that this guy who he bullies at school is this massive superhero he looks up to. So it is safe to say that Spider-Man 3 will indeed tackle what happened at the end of Spider-Man Far From Home, and possibly Peter trying to clear his name. So it's good to know that the film will be about that, and the multiverse stuff, including the connection that the film will have with both WandaVision and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, will probably be small, with Doctor Strange's appearance and possibly even a post-credit scene. However, what about you guys? What are your thoughts on the public's view on both Spider-Man and Mysterio? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. If you enjoyed this video, please like, and want more, subscribe. To begin, Protocol 36.